Let's chat about changes today, DIY friends. I'm gonna get really personal with you, so come on in, come close. We're talking about something super personal, craft spaces. I'm sure you found me and my channel, The Daily DIYer, because you are probably a crafter, want to be, or just love to create things. And so we each probably individually have our own personal crafting spaces. Now, if you don't have a big crafting space, I can 100% relate. I actually started my crafting journey from my kitchen table and one of those tall plastic totes with the drawers in it. Yeah, I did that for a lot of years. Later, I moved to the basement and made myself a little crafting office, which was really, really nice. But I then had a lot of big life changes and had to move back to my kitchen table, where not only did I run my YouTube channel, but I also ran my Etsy shop for 2 whole years. But what has never changed has been my creativity. Where there is a will, there is a way. So it doesn't matter how big your crafting space is. It could be a corner of a room or it could be a whole room. Your crafting space should be personal to you, a place where you find inspiration, and also a place that shares your own personality. So we are talking about making some changes today. I also have a big announcement that I'm gonna make at the end of this video, so make sure to hang around to the end so you don't miss that. So let me take you back and show you my crafting space that I'm gonna be making some big changes to. And I'm sure you're saying, wow, that is a dream space. Why would you wanna change it? So yes, absolutely, this is my dream crafting space. It took me 15 years of hard work to get this space, make it my own, dream it up, make it happen. And like a lot of creative people, our tastes and our styles just kind of change, and that's actually a good thing. No matter what your crafting space is or looks like, I'm gonna give you 10 tips that don't take a lot of effort and they don't take a lot of expense either to do. So if you'll take a look at my before of my crafting space, it's actually not a very big space at all. I only have 3 cabinets in here or shelving units and 1 wall that has a pegboard system on it. But otherwise, this space is only about 7 feet wide by 10 feet long. So it just goes to show that you can take a small space and really make it your own. And I want to show you how you can do it too. All right, so let's keep this short and sweet, friends. Let's start with a big clean and declutter. I'm sure we have lots and lots of craft supplies, so let's go through those. Let's get rid of the ones that we don't want anymore, don't use anymore, aren't any good anymore, and let's wipe everything down. Another good tip here is to make your piles: the trash pile, the giveaway pile, and the keep pile. My next tip is to use the same containers. It doesn't matter what you put in your containers, as long as your containers are all about the same looking, it's gonna give your space a cohesive look. I am super obsessed with these trim bundles right now that I found on Amazon. I'll link them down below for you, along with all the other supplies and things that I'll be featuring in today's video, so check the description box below for those. But I am so obsessed with them that I wanted to keep them out and organized so I could continue to use them in my projects. That's another kind of bonus tip. Put the supplies that you use the most out so you can easily grab them. Now, you can see behind me, my previous theme for my craft room was bright, bold rainbow, and I'm gonna tone it down. So my next tip is to display the colors that bring you joy or that are more your style. So we're gonna tone it down with more of a pastel rainbow. I'm still obsessed with colors, still need the colors, just toning it down a little bit. So these are my same containers with my new color scheme. So here I am also going to repeat my pastel rainbow kind of theme and pattern with my paints. My paints actually were not so good anymore, so it's time to update those and get some fresh ones so they would be fresh for upcoming projects. So definitely check your old supplies, as they could be dried out and not any good, and nobody wants paint when we go to grab it to be all dried out, which delays our projects. So definitely check your craft supplies, make sure they're fresh and good for once you go to use them. Tip number 4 is to have a space where you can display your personal items. So that could be family photos, it could be awards like I'm sharing here, it could be crafts that you previously made that you are proud of, or hand notes that people have sent you. Completely up to you. Just a space where it kind of gives you that personal touch. It also kind of gives you that space to have some motivation and some creativity. Whereas I'm also kind of sprinkling in some of my crafting supplies too, and a clock, you know, because crafting can just go on and on and on if we let it. My next tip is to use clear containers. And you'll see that throughout my space because you can leave them clear if you like that. However, you can see with this container, I have a very big variety of different kinds of washi tape that doesn't really like fit into the theme I have going on. So it's very easy to change that up with a little bit of scrapbook paper. Likely you probably already have some on hand, but if not, paper is super affordable. So it's a cheap way to easily update clear containers like this without breaking the budget. I always have to keep some notebooks, pens, and pencils in my crafting space. You never know when some inspiration is going to spark your imagination, so keep that handy so you're ready to jot it down. So we are working our way from the top down here, trying not to get overwhelmed. I didn't want to take everything off the shelves because it would just been too overwhelming to replace everything. So we're just taking this one step at a time. And our next step is to swap out your vinyl. So you could see I had my bright, bold vinyl rolls in the front here. And instead, I'm going to find ones that I have that are more pastel and more in line with the color scheme that I'm going for. Of course, bringing out the disinfectant spray and dusting everything really good first, and just adding that pastel vinyl to the front of this, and I have enough room to put some more behind it. And then on the back side of this, I have even more room to put whatever colors that I want, so the ones that are more popular that I use most often. I'll definitely have this along with all these other supplies I am showing you in today's video linked down below. So very similar to the vinyl, we're gonna do a swap with the paper. This time, so if you have paper trays or you have containers that are holding your paper, go ahead and swap them out to your new color scheme. In this case, obviously the pastel colors. So it's very easy to just find the colors that I wanted, put them right on top, and then that is what is going to show within our crafting space. So I previously mentioned to use clear containers whenever you're decorating because you can easily do a paper swap just like I did with the washi tape, but in this case, these are bigger containers, bigger pieces of paper. I started with a polka dot, bright, bold color and print, but we're gonna tone it down with some pastel paper. I previously just laid this container on top of the paper, traced it, and then cut it out. This time around, I'm able to actually use that paper from the first go around as a template, just drew it on with a pencil and cut it out with my scissors. Paper is such a affordable craft supply. Most of us probably have some. If not, you can buy paper packs for like $5 even at Walmart, and it is one of the easiest things to do to really decorate your space. Maybe you already have some, and if not, definitely affordable to just add some to the fronts of your bins. If you don't have clear ones, you can glue them or tape them right onto the fronts of the bins that you currently have. So I wanted to show you the before and after. I love both, honestly, but it was such a quick and easy update, one that you can do definitely on a budget. So next, we're gonna add some of these scissors to my pegboard. I found these things on Amazon and I just could not resist them. It was only like 10 bucks for this set, and I figured, you know what? Crafters, we can never have enough scissors on hand. So this just worked out great, and now I have scissors for days. Another great tip that I have is to use what you already have and update it. So I had this beautiful set of letters that I had custom made by Oso Jo. I will link her down below. She has a beautiful Etsy shop, super fun, all kinds of great things. And I loved this so much, and it kind of hurt me to pull all those pom-pom balls off, but I really wanted to update this and give this more of a subtle look with some pom-pom balls that I ordered off Amazon too. So affordable way to update something I already had without having to order brand new letters. And honestly, these still need a little bit more updating. They are still a little bit more bright and bold, more than I wanted. So I might order some more of these pom-poms off of Amazon just so I can, you know, go back, take some more of the pom-poms off and replace them to tone it down a little bit. But I still think it looks super cute with a little bit of an update that I did. And I wanted to show you the before and after so you could see it too. So another tip I have, which is more aesthetic, is to use the same decor throughout your space. So as you saw before, I swapped out those pom-poms. I actually made some of these garlands with the same pom-poms to just kind of draw your eye over to this space too and make it look all the same. Same thing with the scrapbook paper, that all does the same thing as well. So the front of my work table, this is actually a kitchen island from IKEA. I absolutely love it. It has all the storage space on the front. I wanted to keep that all the same, but I found this cute tassel garland on Amazon that I'll link down below for you too. It had some wood beads on it that just kind of helped tie the front of the space together on a budget. And you all know I am super obsessed with a good before and after. That is what motivates me to keep going with my project to get it done. So that's another tip, another bonus tip. Take the before picture or video and then keep going, get it done so you can work towards getting the awesome after so you can see the difference in all of your hard work. So this is definitely more my vibe and my flow right now. I wanted to give you guys just this before and after and then a close-up look of all the details. So I'm gonna have you kind of just have a nice flowy tour here. You can turn up the volume if you want, sit back and enjoy, and I'll have that big announcement for you here shortly. So I'm loving the new update to this crafting space. It definitely has more of my style, my personality, and the way that my creativity is kind of flowing right now. So I hope you also find your own style, make your space your own personal place where you can get motivated and find inspiration. Now for that big announcement. So I actually have two. So if you hung around, give me a thumbs up button so I know you are hearing this big two announcements. The first one is, I kind of mentioned this before, but I want to make sure everyone knows that I do have a new posting schedule. We're going to be moving from Sundays to Mondays. I'm going to kind of use Sundays more as a family day. Hopefully we have some long weekends coming up where it starts getting warmer and we'll be able to make some trips and have some fun as a family. So I'd like to reserve the weekends for family time. So Mondays, make sure that you have your bell notification turned on if you don't yet, so you get notified when those videos do go live. The second announcement is, and you all are the very first to hear this, I'm actually opening back up my Etsy shop. So at the beginning of this video, I shared with you that I did run not only my YouTube channel, but my Etsy shop from my kitchen table and worked in the kitchen for 2 years. And I did that for quite a while. It's been closed for 2 years now, but I'm finally starting to get the itch to get back to it. So I'm gonna be posting some new files, stencils, decals, things like that over there. So for all of my previous customers, thank you so much. You have made my Etsy experience so great, so wonderful. I've loved to see your projects that you've posted pictures and reviews of. And I would love for everyone to head over to my Etsy shop. I haven't posted anything quite yet for sale. We are still in the process of getting everything lined up. I want to be absolutely perfect for everybody for the grand opening. So if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe. I will make another big announcement when the Etsy shop does go live, and you don't want to miss that. And I really just want to take 1 second and give a heartfelt thank you to every single one of you who has liked a video, left a comment, subscribed, been a customer on my Etsy shop, followed me on Facebook and Instagram. It all means so much to me. It allows me to continue doing what I love, which is this, being creative, not only crafting, but also creating videos, doing some digital content for you all. It just brings me so much joy and gives me so much purpose for my life. And hearing your comments and thank yous and seeing your projects really is such a big joy for me too. So with all that said, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll have a video popping up on your screen that YouTube thinks you should watch next. So go ahead and click on that and I will see you over there. Thanks so much again for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Have a creative day.